morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all. And welcome to new H1Z1 video. The name is Haroldinho, and I'm going to be your host for this video. And in this video, we will have new, official, and exciting information about the long-awaited new map Outland. Daybreak, the producer of H1Z1, released new, interesting, and promising new screenshot of H1Z1. And let's look right into it. Now, let's look at the first screenshot, which shows the desert environment with the high bridge as shown by the previous released screenshot of the new map Outland. However, here you have a different perspective of the environment. You can see there's not only one bridge, but actually underneath there's another bridge going up. As well, it shows the new unicorn carved out of the rock bed side of the mountain base next to the other hats that you can get into H1Z1, the monkey hat and the ape hat. So this is actually not new, they are keeping the thing. The reason they are carved into the rock, I would assume, is to look forward wearing these hats. Maybe there are gonna be some new hats and that everyone likes to wear these hats. Now, the desert looking environment highlights the unicorn, and it is an extension of the released previous screenshots, so it doesn't provide a lot of new information. You can still see the bedrock, we just have a different perspective of the mountainside of the desert looking environment, and actually in the distance you can see that the desert looking environment is actually fairly big. In the distance you can still see the sand, there are some trees, but there's no green grass, no green vegetation on the ground. So this is actually very promising that the desert environment is actually fairly big. Now, this was the first screenshot. Now let's look into the second one. The second one shows quite a different environment. It's foggy, it's a swamp environment, and it gives an entire new dimension for H1Z1. It provides a spooky, eerie feeling, but great for ambushes. This area is great for playing in fives, waiting for other teams to arrive, ambushes them, as the visibility is fairly poor. The trees are dead, the vegetation seems more down. It's a completely different vegetation as that we are used to currently in the current map of H1Z1, and it shows what Daybreak is possible, what they can do with H1Z1, what they can provide to the gamers. So this is a completely different environment than the desert environment. And I would assume that between the swamp environment and between the desert environment, there's going to be another environment that overflows the two different environments. Now, let's look into the third and completely different screenshot of Outland. Now, this is a completely different and brand new screenshots which we haven't seen before. It looks as an amazing maze of containers. It looks extremely exciting to play in, which means with many places to hide, climbing possibilities to surprise players, and provides promising places to play, especially when they make small little places, small little hiding availabilities for players. And you can see that you can climb up from the first container from the ground all the way up, which means there's also going to be a huge height difference in this little environment. Now, for me, this is the most exciting environment to look forward to in Outland. It looks so promising to play in that little environment, and they have the ability to hide, to go around corners, to quickly surprise players, and as well perhaps even jump scare some players from the top of the containers. For me, this is the best looking environment, and especially when the circle around the gas is getting tinier and tinier around this little container area, it's gonna be one hell of a finale in H1Z1. So for me personally, this is the best looking screenshot and the most promising looking screenshot of the new map in H1Z1. However, there's one more screenshot to go for Outland. Now let's go right into it. It is a completely different screenshot again, different vegetation. You can see that instead of green trees, we have yellow trees, yellow leaves. A little area with some water, swamp, a broken pipe. I would assume it might be a pipe for oil that's broken up, blown up, which provides great places to hide again, to seek around, and provides a better cover during open play, open field plays. Now, what is extremely exciting as well is in the distance you can see a house. Now, this house looks completely different than the houses that we are used to. It's a completely new architecture of the house. It looks like the architecture is based on the Bavarian housing culture, well, what they have over there, but it's completely different than what we are used to. And this hopefully might hint towards different architecture, towards vehicles, and perhaps even to some guns. But however, let's not go forward into other businesses. For now, we only see new architecture of a house, which looks extremely promising. Now, these were all the first new screenshots released by Daybreak. These new screenshots provide a good impression of what H1Z1 is possible to become, and the outlook of Outland is extremely promising and exciting. Now, I am looking forward to finally seeing a new map and a new environment, especially after playing for almost a year on the same map, which becomes a bit repetitive, a bit boring, I might say. Now, what I would like to know is let me know what you think about
Outland.
and what you think about the different environments. Do they look promising to you? Do they look exciting? Perhaps they even look a bit boring and similar to you, and you're not looking forward in having those kinds of environment. However, I would like you to tell me what you think. Now, of course, if you enjoyed this video, please don't be afraid to drop a like. It will help me immensely. And of course, subscribe for more fun and informative video about gaming videos. Now, for now, I would say thanks for watching and ciao ciao.